I'm if you tell you about life. I'm on my journey. I'm on my journey. Nothing can hurt me. I'm from the ghetto. Where we had so heavy metal. Yeah, nothing can stop it. Haters ain't watching. I'm from the ghetto. Where we had so heavy metal. Yeah, nothing concerns me. I'm on my journey. I'm from the ghetto. Yeah, where we had so heavy metal. I can see you from afar, and I'm lurking. Can't stop my purpose. I'm from the ghetto. Where we had so heavy metal. Yeah.
My heart is like a murder scene. Yellow tape around the hate and I can't let you in. Tunnel vision, try to see it like at the end. I know they hope that I don't win, yeah. But I'm praying on my knees so I see better days. Hope you break me, I'm a shell, I'm trying to spread my wings. Trying to fly away, do better things. I remember all them days they told me that I can't, yeah. Ain't nobody more important me than me. She said she feeling me, but right now I'm just trying to eat. Right now I'm just focused on that chicken. My nigga hit me up, he told me Melly stand on business, yeah. My nigga hit me up, he told me Melly stand on business.
I'm on my journey. Nothing can hurt me. I'm from the ghetto. Where we had so heavy metal. Yeah, nothing can stop it. Haters ain't watching. I'm from the ghetto. Where we had so heavy metal. Yeah, nothing concerns me. I'm on my journey. I'm from the ghetto, yeah. Where we had so heavy metal. I can see you from afar, and I'm lurking. Can't stop my purpose. I'm from the ghetto. Where we had so heavy metal, yeah.
Coming from the 407, riding on the highway to heaven. Ooh, you better watch out. We shut them down, open up the shop. Ooh, yeah. That don't mean they don't play.
Yo, what's good, beautiful people? How are you doing out there today? Or should I say this evening? Such a beautiful night, and we are on this journey. Welcome, everybody, to the In God We Trust Academy podcast. We give thanks for each and every last one of you for tuning in with us today. And the topic of today is Trump the best president that we ever had? That's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about it. You like him? You don't like him? I don't know. We're going to find out what you guys think. But we're going to definitely dive into the DEI with the diversity, equity, and, things of that nature that he has set out. And I'm going to explain this because I think a lot of people don't know what this means. And it's like, it's one of those things like damned if you do and damned if you don't. You know what I mean? So... And we're going to jump into this, though. We got one more song, man. I got to play this song, man, because this song is the reason why we need a president like we have today. So I'm going to play this.
My soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men, know the rich men. I wish politicians would look out for minors and not just miners on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is.
Oh, it is.
Living in the new world
Yes.
with an whole soul.
Yeah.
These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men north of Richmond.
Yeah. Oh, man. What y'all know?
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
Man, is that the American dream today? Wow, wow, wow. Well, what I'd like for you guys to do is definitely hit that like and share button, man. We get the people in here. We want them to know Trump is the best president, right? He is the best president for this corporation, businessman that we have here, right? Yes, I'm trolling, but still, I'm serious at the same time about a lot of stuff that I'm gonna say tonight. Seriously, and I don't care. Anybody's invited to be here, like, because what I gotta say tonight, it's for everyone. It's for you tonight, and you're gonna be surprised about what I say, because it's not what you think I'm gonna say. That's one thing, and I'm gonna. We're gonna lay down the hammer today. We're gonna make sure you guys get this. Because you need to understand something, right? And first, just all praise to the Almighty God. The Almighty God. And I said the Almighty, who has no boundaries. That's the thing. That who can be at all places at one time. Who stands at the beginning as the source of all energy, right? So what I'm saying is this God that we speak of is in control of all things because the word has already been spoken. You know, cause and effect has its order. It's already set. It's already written in stone. What a mighty God we serve. See, that's what I want to say. And it seems that a lot of people, a lot of you guys have a problem with saying that God is in control of all things. You know, some of you don't like Trump. You don't like Donald Trump. Now, before Donald Trump ever entered into the presidency, excuse my language, but y'all was all on his nuts in every song. And he was everywhere around all kind of different people. Melanated people, dated a melanated woman. I could go on and on about this guy before he was put in the face of politics, to where politics, they'll do anything to slander you, to create agendas, etc., against you, to deceive the people, the masses. Yo, this is the oldest trick in the freaking book. One thing I know is that when these people press so hard on something, they didn't even do that with Obama. None whatsoever. But when these people press so hard on something, a situation, they want to get you to see, look at this, look at this, look at this. Like, I want you to think about this. There's always an agenda, no matter what. But God got the greatest agenda. Don't forget about that. God got the greatest agenda. That agenda is the reason everything's going the way it's going in the first place. So once you understand that, right? And I'm saying that is like, yes, God, even in the Bible, God said that, hey, Romans 13, he said all nations, all leaders, anybody who sit in any point of position of leadership, especially among nations, God put you there. That's a fact. So based upon the cause and effect, the order that has been set, this man is the president right now for a lot of reasons, right? For a whole lot of different reasons. I want to say that first. That's the first thing that I wanted to let it be known, that God is in control, despite what you think. God used murders. Yeah. David was a murderer. Literally. God used him. Saul, before Paul, murderer. Like literally slaughter everybody. Think about that. And I'm just stating this based upon belief or whatever the case may be. God used those people in the Bible, whether you think it was real or allegorical or whatever the case may be. But the point of the story is anybody can be used for whatever purpose. You can't forget that. For whatever purpose that God see fit. The order has already been set. But what I want to say is that one of the main things everybody's having a problem with right now is the fact that Trump just passed the diversity, equity, inclusion. Well, he did an executive order. And people are all bent out of shape about this, especially the so-called black community. They're pissed. This goes against what the freak our ancestors fought for and the civil. Listen, it don't say nothing about the civil rights don't exist. The civil rights are still intact. They still cannot discriminate against you, etc. See, you got to understand the play. You see what I'm saying? I want y'all to know you got to truly understand what's at play here. See, let me tell you with the mind frame I have now. So let's go back to the time when it was established for them about diversity, equity, etc., right? See, what this allowed them to do was this. Okay, I get to look on the application and I get to see your race. Oh, he's black. Well, stereotypically, and I'm just going to say this, stereotypically, black people are slow, they dumb, they animals, they can't comprehend certain jobs. This is stereotype, right? Understand that. I get to see that on that application. Now, you're a very high qualified individual to do a job, but you're black though. I only think you should be a cashier. I don't think you have the capacity. But it says all the credentials, et cetera, that you have, that you got the power to do. Listen. But again, remember, the diversity and the equity and inclusion, all of that was just for me to be able to place you where I want to place you. So I thoroughly can discriminate. You would never know. See, I'm only due to hire a minority. Okay, well, I will hire a minority in the lowest damn position that exists. Simple. Y'all like that shit? You like the fact that you got to at least hire a couple minorities. Yeah, okay, we're going to put you down on the assembly line, minority. I don't have to hire you anywhere else based upon your credentials or nothing. I don't have to look at that. I can look at the fact that you're black as a minority, whatever the case may be, Hispanic, however, that they classify you. All I got to do is hire you at the lowest freaking position, and I can pay you, and that's it. And now I surpass the law they had written for that. Y'all don't get that, and y'all like that shit, and you mad because that got taken away. By that being taken away, they can't even put that on the application to even discriminate against you. And if you qualify for something and you were able to get the job, and then and you see a constant pattern of certain different types of people who is applying for something or has the qualification to do something, now it's your duty to go to sue based upon your civil rights for equal opportunity. Think about that. You see what I'm saying? Y'all have to understand that part. It takes away that. See, what happens is, again, like I said, I don't have to hire you for your qualifications before this. I can just hire you because it says I have to have a certain amount of minorities. Cool, bet. Yeah, hire this many minorities for this position and this position only. That's it. See what I'm saying? That's the thing. Simple. And that's what you got to understand about that part. See, civil rights didn't go anywhere. You can't take that away. That's part of that is part of the also, see, that goes all the way down to the full Bill of Rights and the 14th Amendment as well. The 5th Amendment as well. The liberties cannot be taken. The only way these things get taken away from you is because you don't know how to assert them. Now, that's one thing with this situation, okay? That's just me speaking on a. Now, let me get down on a personal level. This is how I really feel about y'all, or us as people, whatever you want to say. It's your damn fault. It's your fault. If you don't like the way shit is, it's your fault. You don't have communities anymore. That's physical. You don't have physical communities. You just live beside someone. That's the first thing I want to say. You live beside somebody. You're not a community. A community thrives financially, educationally. Yes, a community will thrive. Communities will have businesses that's owned by the people in the communities. They thrive together where money and et cetera is passed around for the benefit of the community. See, that's a community. Now everything is set on a virtual scale now. So people are finding communities through social media, et cetera, and all this type of stuff to do take trips. You got a community of people that just do traveling. Has nothing to do with what's going on physically. So you can't really say you care about this shit when you in other situations that has nothing to do with the whole entire aspect of this. It's your duty. Stop crying. This is really what I have to say. See, you can't get mad when shit start changing, and if it affects you, it's because you are not organized. See, do you not know that the policies, et cetera, that's written by the government is literally for people who ain't got shit, to be honest with you. They're having to do stuff to for the general welfare of you because you can't get it. I'm just being honest. You don't get it. You're the only, I go to a lot of different places. I'll see Koreatown, Germantown, this and that. I don't see nothing with y'all faces on it. You want to talk about business establishments and get mad because, oh, well, do you feel like they can't hire you now? Why don't you listen, yo? We've been good for a minute, y'all. Where y'all businesses at? How your own people? How your children? How your folks? What? Like, this is the question. This is what we got to get to. This is the real shit. Not all this blaming a president or whoever. It's your fault. See, I'm willing to look in the mirror and know that's our fucking problem. Y'all not. Y'all want to complain about shit because you sorry as hell. Y'all sorry. Let's just be honest, because we can do better. We ain't doing shit. Y'all forgot what makes a community thrive. You forgot what a community is. You forgot what makes this really happen. You hate each other. You don't like each other. So now you got to accept policies that's coming from the government and people who ain't even, they writing policies and they not even on your level or have never experienced anything that you're going through in life. So they really don't even really understand it. But at the same time, the question is, why don't you have your policies? Why don't your family own an insurance company? Like, I'm just saying, if you're going to complain about certain shit, then we should own an insurance company. Then if we're going to complain about banks, we should own a bank. I mean, the community should have its own goddamn bank. Excuse my language, but I don't care if you like it or not. But this is the truth. Y'all talk too much. I like solutions. Damn, talking about the problem, you the problem. What happens to it? It needs to reflect on you, your family, and that y'all have never set up shit. Y'all ain't looking to seek further in education. You're not trying to read a damn thing. What about that? Let's get to the facts. Let's get to the real deep core situation of this right now. Yeah, that's our problem. That's what y'all need to really think about. It shouldn't be nothing that man or any other individual that sit in those seats. It shouldn't be nothing they do that affects you in a way to where you have to lose your liberties, your right, or anything like that. The economical of the community is poor because the people pour in the resource of knowledge. You can tell somebody about this stuff. That's too much. That's too much for me. I don't want to. Okay, so stay dumb. Complain the next time somebody come up. And y'all don't, and this is how I know. If you ain't going to take the time to be financial literate, I know damn well you ain't took the time to read not one policy. Not one. But you got an opinion. Man. And then this is what I don't get about y'all. Y'all, you want to take the short routes. You want to take shortcuts. You know what I mean? It's serious. Y'all want to take shortcuts all the time. You want conveniency. You will sell out for conveniency. That's the reason why you stop working. That's the reason why you don't have your own markets. That's the reason why we ain't, you know what I'm saying? That's the point, because you sold out for conveniency. We got to do better. You can't get mad that diversity, equity, and inclusion and the requirements of hiring for promotion of federal agency and other contractors, why this was taken out. You can't get mad at that. For what? Now they can't look at a piece of paper and make a decision based on somebody saying, oh, well, this person's black, put them over there in that corner. Or this is a Hispanic, put them over there. This is white, put them over there. Yeah, he's a Christian. Yeah, put him over here. It's Muslim. Yeah, we got to watch them. You know, we got a lot going on about those guys. As they'll say, they put Islam in a lot of terrible, things like that. So, I'm just saying, they can decipher things like that when you have to label and put all of that. People get to be biased by you just by looking at everything that you put on there. But now there's nothing in labeling you. But the thing is, if you got a problem with it, why we don't got our own shit? See, if y'all can get this mad at this dude, and by all means, I'm for it. Be pissed off at him if you don't like nothing he do. If it makes you unify, I'm all for it. Trump, we need to keep him the president for the next 15, 20 years if it's going to make y'all get together and do something. I'm cool with it. But if you just going to bump your gums, man, get out the way. I don't care who you are. That's for families to whoever. I'm talking to everybody. Literally. I don't care about your color, your whatever. It's to everybody. If you complaining, then you need to do something. You need to get your family together. You need to educate yourself about everything that's going on for real. So, whatever you having a problem with. But we just can't keep playing the blame game. That shit gotta stop. We can't keep pointing a finger when you ain't doing shit. Nothing. I'm like, I don't even want to be, and this is the thing, I don't want to be around none of y'all like that. And it's just politics. No, it's more than politics. It's life. This is reality. We don't even got to talk about politics. Let's talk about the type of businesses that we need to have set in the community so we can provide the certain forms of economics, the type of schools. Why we don't got private schools? There's enough people in the community to where we should be having private schools. I mean, damn. It ain't hard to do, to be honest with you. It shouldn't be a such thing as a public school nowhere. To be honest with you, it should all be private schools set up by communities. Public schools is for the ones who need help. And then if you got a religion, why your religion don't got a school? I mean, what we doing? That's all I'm saying. What y'all doing? You can't talk about prayer, ain't in school no more, but your religion don't got a school. Why you ain't got your own kids? Why you ain't got your own children? This is just for everybody who's complaining. See, this is what I'm saying. Where's the solution at? You want control? I'm telling you everything to do to get it. You want people out your business? This is the type of stuff that you got to do. Get off your lazy ass and do something about it. You got to let those grudges that you don't like certain people about because they look a certain type of way, because they wear. Yeah, you got to let all that shit go. That's something a lot of hard for y'all to do, right? You can't see yourself for the greater good. You can't let something go just for the greater good of your community. Can you do that? Come on. Can you do that? That's all I'm saying. We gotta stop. We gotta stop with the bullshit though. Everybody got something to say, but ain't nobody want to do nothing. Ain't nobody trying to move no 2 feet. And all this talking about this man because everything that he's doing, and look, I'm for this. I'm for this. I haven't seen nothing that he did wrong because I've read it. I know exactly what he's doing, and I know why. Why did we get away with the WHO? Why we get away from that? Easy, bro. So you don't want to get away from the World Health Organization. And right now, people they suing for this. They suing for it. Yeah, they getting sued. And that ain't even good enough. You gotta think about it. This is what I keep saying about corporations. These corporations can do something. They can murder people. They can put out certain medicine, et cetera, that kills people. And the only thing that happens is they just get sued. And then y'all mad because we removed the y'all mad because he removed these people are up for international crimes, bro. People like Fauci, international crimes. People like Bill Gates, international crimes. But they want it in other countries, like for real. And then the only thing that they getting security from us after they just introduced death to us too. Your people, your children, your mama, your sister, brother, daddy, cousins, your friends. Yo, we watched it happen, man. And now everybody's saying, man, we should have listened to him. Hey, we tried to tell y'all, because I believe in God. God said that this... Taste that out like Day did. Listen, guys, God said this is good. Listen, this app been the same since y'all put that shit on y'all face and shot up yourself with that bullshit. Ain't nothing changed over here. We fine. Yeah, answer that question. Come on, man. We fine. What happened to us? Ain't nothing changed on this side. The air still tastes the same. Still smell the same out here. So this is what I'm asking y'all. What was the purpose of y'all doing that? And now you looking at them. So this is why this stuff has to happen. Y'all don't never want to talk about it, right? This is something y'all never don't want to talk about. This is what y'all run from. Y'all run from the fact that, again, I'm going to say this again, 800,000 women and children, 800,000 plus, but definitely 800,000. 800,000 men, not men, but women and children. Maybe some men, I don't know, but definitely more women and children used to go missing every freaking year. Excuse me. Every year. Now, they know everything you do. They watching every phone. They got cameras everywhere. How is it 800,000 people go missing systematically every freaking year? How is that possible? And we don't know about it. And then all of a sudden, this orange man, what y'all call the Cheeto man, he steps in there and he creates this sting department that you want to say that's specifically designated for human trafficking. And boy, when he did that, the first one got caught was a Weinstein and an Epstein. And guess what? That means that everybody that the Weinsteins and the Epsteins been around, hanging around, etc., all this old type of stuff. I keep saying Weinstein and Oprah were its best friends. Love, did everything together, overseas investments, all kind of shit. Ain't no way you can't tell me she wasn't a part or don't know. This is what I'm telling y'all. And see, y'all don't want to talk about that. And see, this is why I'm always going to be for the Cheeto man. Because anybody that cares to stop that happening to children, bro, I'm for you, man. Listen, hey, bro, I pay $1 tax if we going to save the women and children. Shit, what we need to help save them? I got some dollars on it. Yeah. I got some. That's all I'm saying. No, and I know I'm tax exempt, but for that cause, if that we can pay taxes for that, I'm with that. Let's save the women and children. Let's do that. Let's get all these people who've been playing in our face, who've been locking your ass up, who've been locking your children, etc. up. Yeah, now it's their turn. They caught. So since that happened, we've been catching them doing what? We caught the judges, sheriffs. That's why y'all watching all these little new movies they got coming out about all these police officers and judges that's in these little things. Yeah, go look on Netflix. They showing you. They telling you. Where you think they're getting the stories from? Yeah. You see it, and y'all mad? Y'all don't want to save the people. Y'all don't care. Why? And then you like, oh, well, they're closing the borders, bro. Okay, so anybody, I feel like this. Anybody that wants the open border policy to where you allow any and everything, no matter who and what it is, what crime they've ever committed coming from anywhere they ever came from, when they get over here, they good. Bro, if you like that, anybody should be able to walk in your house. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should be able to walk in your house right now. We can just walk in your house and say, hey, I live here today. Real talk. And you should be okay with that. You should feed me. Okay? You should clothe me. And then you should make sure I get the food first. Matter of fact, I should get a bigger portion than your own family. That's what should happen. I get all the benefits of the house first. That means I get the first shower because I get the warm waters. Y'all behind me. I get the first servings of the food. I don't give a damn if you've been to work. Doesn't matter. See, because this is what's been happening. And then they turn around and rape and kill somebody and do all that old type of stuff. And then we keep them here. You see what I'm saying? That's the situation. I feel you on that, but the border policies pertain to certain ethnic groups. Listen. It don't just pertain to certain ethnic groups. No, it don't. It pertains to anybody that came over here on that type of stuff. This is the point. And then you got to understand, this is the corporation that you're talking about, not the land. So you need to tell those ethnic groups, people, to understand international law and constitutional law. And then they wouldn't have to worry about the situation. But here we go again. We're going back to the education and the source of the people. Knowledge and wisdom. Real talk. I'm just being for real. It goes, and now we got to go right back to self. We got to look at ourselves in the mirror every time. We can say we want this. We can say we want that. We can say we want to help this. We can say this stands for this. Listen, look what I want you to do is look at my face. Look at the color of my skin. they've been making policies and they've been making shit like that in Jim Crow laws for this. So you ain't got to tell me about whether they making it for certain ethnic groups. But what I had to do is understand was I need to start reading to understand what's going on so I can know how to maneuver, know what's what. Because what I do know is a man of knowledge and wisdom, you can never make him a slave. He'll die a martyr. That's what I would say. He will die a martyr, but he will not be a slave. It's a difference. He will go to jail as a prisoner of war, but he will not be a slave. It's a difference. See, it's a difference. But a lot of y'all don't know nothing about that because you haven't found what is greater than you for purpose. You have to find something. You have to seek something that's greater than yourself to serve for the overall of humanity. That's what you have to do. That's what you need to do. Right? So I want to say this too. Obama was supposed to do the JFK thing. He didn't do it, but guess who did it? It's out. It's gonna be out, and when it comes out, read it. See, and this is the part I love because now everybody like this. This is the crazy part because everybody like he's out for revenge. No, you just got to pay for what you done. As far as breaking the laws and stuff like that, y'all don't know the law to even speak on the law. That's one thing. You let these people, you got to have license to carry. And then at the same time, tell you got the right to bear arms. Which one is it? Do you have a license to carry? Or do you have a right to bear arms? Which one is it, people? You need to know that. And they can't argue that, license is for the safety, et cetera. No, it's not. That's a lie because there are licensed cops who kills people every single freaking day for no freaking idea. That doesn't make the weapon safe. None of it does. It's just a bunch of bullshit that they try to throw out there. So it's no safety in any of that. The thing is a right to bear arms. And you will always have that right. And you got a right to bear arms. As long as what? It is for your protection, not to make war. You're always at a state of defense. When war come amongst you, you got the right to defend yourself. Simple. You don't need license for that. That is a natural freaking instinct. And there's nobody in the world that can be charged for a natural instinct to defend themselves. Nobody. It's a fight or flight. It's in you. It's in every living thing. It has a fight or flight. You guys got to understand that, though. And the fact that you don't know that is why I say, I know damn well you ain't reading them policies. Y'all just saying shit. You don't read. You don't know. You don't know what's going on. We can't complain. Seriously. You want to talk about the money? Okay, so let me ask y'all. Y'all say we really got communities. We got, this is my community. No, it's not. It's not a community. This is my question. Why the whole community don't have an insurance policy on each other? If it's a real thriving community, have a whole insurance policy on every individual there. And take all of that money and always invest it back into the community. Build schools. Build your buildings for whatever businesses, et cetera. We're giving people the opportunity to provide money for the people so that they can have the things that they need to operate the businesses, et cetera. All I'm saying is this. Before you even open up your mouth to say anything or complain about anything that's going on at a seat of a president in a corporation, go look in that mirror and ask yourself, what am I doing or what am I willing to do for the overall greater good of the people? Because all I see is a bunch of people saying, this is against black people. Okay, so this is what I look at. There's a yin and yang. If something is against you, then you have to be for you. Okay? I'm going to say that again. If something is against you, you have to be for you. And if you're not for yourself, then you can't get mad at what's against you. Do I need to say that again? Drop some ones with me if y'all understood what I said. Drop some ones and let me know. Drop some ones and let me know. And a lot of people ain't gonna want to hear this. Some of them looked at and I'm just gonna show you how people get confused. Some people looked at the title of this and said, Trump is the best president. See, that's what I'm talking about. I ain't that nigga, that ain't all that old extra shit. That's what they're gonna say. They ain't even gonna take the time to listen. Bro, I could have gave a whole recipe on how to do something in here, and I still might. But the point is, the people who ain't gonna take the time to listen, they'll never get it because they already what? Made up in their mind. They already made an opinion without even taking a look. So what happens? But y'all, we gotta look at something on a better way though. Like, I just don't like the complaining. It's stupid. Not when you don't get along with your mama. Not when you don't get along with your daddy or your brother, or you don't get along with your cousins or your sister, or you don't like this person, or whatever the case may be. Like, not when, like, you can't talk shit. You haven't even established yourself to circulate any economical growth for yourself. For yourself. It's hard for you to look at an individual in your own community and say, hey, I want to help you. It's hard for y'all to do that shit. So like I said, you can't be mad at who against you if you ain't for you. That's what it is with me. I don't, Trump is Trump. I see what he doing. I appreciate it. It's good shit. But at the end of the day, man, don't none of that shit feed my family. It ain't do nothing. I just watched him do something and said, okay, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. But I guess who had to pick up? Guess who had to do something? Guess who had to go get the money? Guess who had to go get the food? Guess who had to go do all this stuff? Guess who got to sit down with my child like I did today, helping her do math, which is, oh my God. But hey, if you got children, you know. But still, I'm helping her do her math. I'm doing this. They don't do that shit for you. I just want y'all to know that, right? You can't get mad because you like to club, you like to party, you like the bare minimum of freaking life. That's what you like. Can't get mad when you against you. Can't get mad when you against you. And then y'all make an excuse like, well, every time we try to do something, they blow it up. They do this to us. They do that to us. So you just a quitter. That's what you saying? You don't know how to adapt? You a quitter? You scared? You scared for real? But y'all quick to pick up a gun and go out here and shoot somebody that's in your community. In your community that you don't give shit about because you're not for you. That's my point. Like, we don't even need to say nothing about the Cheeto Man. We need to look in our own family, in our own communities, and clean up. Nobody's going to respect you. You always look like an entertainment show. That's the reason why when they do stuff to promote to you, that's what they do. They come and get you to entertain. They don't respect you. They already told you. You don't treat your women. We call our women bitches and hoes. That's what we do. We want them naked, shaking ass everywhere in front of all the clubs and stuff all the time. That's what we do. We don't got no style of nothing. Most of what's promoted to us today is foul. It's shit to keep you on a low vibe. And you know what God said, since you can't unify? It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace to God. The fact that you can't unify, but you say you love him. You say that you're willing to do anything. You say that this is what you want. You say you want to be a part of the kingdom. And listen, y'all, I'm going to say this. You can't tell me you believe in me, believe in my son, that I sacrifice, and then go do whatever the hell you want, and then come back and ask for forgiveness. Bro, I won't do that shit. God ain't doing that. Y'all gotta work, man. You're not finna get something like, you're not gonna just get something because you gotta work. You gotta work for this. You're gonna want this. You're gonna be tested. You're gonna have to sacrifice things. There will be blood sacrificed. Yeah. I mean, and somebody's always martyred for a cause. Don't ever forget that. And that also sets it in stone to let you know the cause is real. It's nothing to play with. Once people realize who they are, and this is a show I watch every Wednesday. It's about the Ottoman Empire. His name was Osman Bey, right? And you gotta think about it, like they are always at a constant state of peace and war at the same time. But they had to realize that their enemy said, unless we can remove them from their faith, we will never destroy them. It's their faith. Until we can remove them from their religion, their faith, only then can we destroy them. Right? So I'm taking this in, and I'm like, you know what? That's what we don't got. We don't got the people don't got the faith like that. Y'all scared. Y'all are making an excuse so fast as if God ain't real. Oh, this is what they do to us. But you'll go say, yeah, man, God this and God that. No, Nick, you don't know God. You don't believe. You can't use God for the benefit of you having a house, some clothes, and some shit like that. Like, it's a whole bigger purpose than you. It's a whole far greater purpose than that. A way bigger purpose than that. Because that's when y'all stop believing. When the purpose get bigger, that faith starts slimming on down. Now all of a sudden, God can't do it. God couldn't save you from the pandemic. Y'all just had to believe that God's air ain't good enough for us. Y'all had to believe that the herbs that God said was for the healing of our body, it ain't good enough for us. Y'all had to believe that the fruit that God said, let it be for the meats, right? Let that be our meat. We don't believe that. You don't believe it. I don't believe it. Literally said, don't eat the pig. Eat the shit out of it. Pray over it and ask for it to be for the nourishment of your bodies. But God said, this is not for you. You don't believe it. You don't believe it. And since you don't believe it, you don't get to act in faith of it. And since you don't act in faith of the word, you don't get the fruits of the labor of the word. Because remember, the word needs to be acted, which takes labor. So you don't get the fruits of that labor. You never act upon it. This is the situation. You can't play both sides, yo. Cause and effect is real. There is an order. For every cause, there's an effect. Y'all playing though. Y'all playing. It's easy to point the finger and talk about the Cheeto man, huh? It's easy to say, hey, he did this and he did that. And then you go look in that mirror and be like, man, shit, I don't need my family this and my family that and I ain't talked to my what's the name in so long, and man, it's just, I don't like this motherfucker down the street, and shit, you been over there, you want, I don't fuck with them either, man. I'm gonna go to the other side of the town. I like to go over here and all that old shit. That's what y'all do. Somebody doing it right now. Guaranteed. Ain't nothing changed. And we think we something. We think we somebody. We think we deserve something. We think we deserve to be catered to. Oh, my ancestors fought for this. Well, they did. What the fuck you done fought for? Not shit. You dropped the damn ball. We should have a higher education, a better unifying, a better organized, etc. You dropped the freaking ball. Shut up. This is real. Y'all act like suckers, man, for real. And shit get on my nerves. I don't, it irks me. So I don't even talk with people about this stuff because this is where I'm going to go to. I like, okay, you like Trump and this and this. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just remove Trump out the way. Let's talk about us as people. And then everybody, now it's nothing to talk about. They don't want to talk about that. It's too much. It's too much to look at yourself in the mirror because now it requires accountability to say, I can do something. I can change something within myself, my family. We can create something here. We can do this. This y'all problem. Got it in my own family right now. Somebody in my family looked at it. That boy here, he just crazy and he just keep on with crazy how he like Trump and this and that. But they ain't gonna come here and hear this shit. It's too real. It's too much. Too much. But that's what it is over here. I'm going to make you see yourself. You got to look in that mirror. That's the only way we're going to get somewhere is if you're willing to look at yourself. If you're not willing to look at yourself before we say anything about anybody else, we're not going to get anywhere. And it's just like, oh, he's so evil. Your ass evil. You got to think about it. You can't sit up here and talk about this dude evil and then your whole group of millions of people is so damn evil they can't even organize with one another because they killing, they hurting each other, they hate each other, they don't like each other, and they can only see each other when they in a trance of drugs, etc. So then they get around each other for a minute and then they want to kill each other in there too. We can only entertain each other. I want you to think about that. That's evil. You evil. That's all you can do. That's some evil shit. It causes people to suffer. We can't say nothing about that. Y'all want to talk about that? Or it's easy to say, oh, well, Trump passed the diversity, equity, inclusion. That just took away from us black people and that took away from Hispanics and et cetera. Okay. But does that take away your ability for you to get together and start making shit happen the way you don't have to worry about any of this shit? Does that stop you from that? Does that stop you from taking the time? You ain't doing shit up, nothing else. You go to work, you get off, you come home. You can't take a time to read 20 pages out of something. 20 pages a day. You've been living all this time. Some of y'all ain't read shit since you got out of high school and you're about 40-something years old, 50. That's real. The only time you think you're reading is stop signs. But that ain't something y'all want to talk about, though, right? We don't want to talk about that, do we? I had an individual today trying to tell me about MNRP. That ain't what the prophet set up, man. Shut up. It's obvious the prophet didn't set up Moorish National Republic of Peace. Duh. Well, why are you doing it this way? Because it's called self-autonomy. We're doing what we want to. The group of people that's here. Well, I don't think that's right. Well, God does because we've helped hundreds and hundreds of people. But why are you over here when you can just say, hey, bro, how can I help you? What can I do? Let's talk about some things. Stupid. And I keep telling y'all, before you come to me to disagree about anything, let's just talk about who we can help or what we can do to help somebody. Because us talking about we disagree on some shit. What's the purpose? We ain't getting nowhere. It don't solve nothing. You got what you stand or think on or believe on or whatever, and I got what I know, stand on, believe on, think on, whatever. But it's people hungry. People got to eat. That's something you don't want to talk about, though, right? I don't want to talk about that, do you? I didn't think so. And then even when we get done talking, we got to have action. Got to have action. I don't know. I just really wonder, do anybody else be feeling like I feel? Because this how I really feel. When I see all my people complaining, I'm like, y'all like, what y'all doing? You said like your complaints are like, help me, help, somebody help, please help. And everybody saying help, but they look, and y'all together. You got millions of people screaming help. And the help you looking for is, number one, yourself, to get in line with yourself. Two, the individuals right beside you screaming help too. Look at each other and help one another. Shut up and help. That's it. Take your knowledge and wisdom and resources that you have and create what it is that you desire. Stop complaining, though. Damn. I hate it. For real, y'all. I don't hate a lot of things, but that's one thing I hate. I hate a complaining MF. I don't like it. I don't even like being around people like that. Get away from me. You gotta, because if you come up here, you got one time to complain about what you need to complain about, and the next thing I'm expecting to come out your mouth is a solution to what you just complained about. Them the only type of people I can deal with. Other than that, I hear you say something, you complain, I will shut down on you and be like, man, I don't care no more. No, don't tell me nothing about what you just said ever again. I do not care. I don't care if you suffer in it. Because that means that's where you want to be. You ain't even trying to get a solution. It's easier for you to complain and somebody try to hand you something just for you to be right back where you was, instead of you actually taking the time to fix what needs to be fixed. Where you start at? Start with your inner circle. I told you, communities is no longer the person next door to you. That's not a community anymore. And I had to realize that for myself. The person who lives beside you, half of y'all don't know each other. Especially if you stay in an apartment community, etc. You don't know not even 2% of the people that stay there. You might know the neighbor. You don't speak to your neighbor. You don't say hey. You don't, and I understand there's crazy ass people in this world. I get it. But at the end of the day, that's my point. Community is not about the individual that's next to you. It's not community anymore. All community is now social. It's through social media. Every last one of them. Even the community I created, it happened through social media. It ain't something I could have sat down and created in my community with my people because they don't have the knowledge and the wisdom or the capacity. And scared, call me crazy, ignorant, stupid. Some of them still saying the shit, and we winning. That's my point. So I understand that. That's where it's happening from. Now people commute from social to meet in person, etc. But that's how communities are developed now. So now it depends on what type of communities are we creating and how to just help the greater good. But again, nobody has that thought. Everybody is, it's for me. What do I want to do? I tell y'all, man. So much we can do better. So much we can do better. So much that y'all ain't gonna do. And it don't even gotta be like that. But again, it's easier to complain. It's easier to point the finger. It's easier to scream and dislike and blame it like somebody else is in control of your life. And if anybody is doing anything that's causing harm to you, then you should know that they right infringing upon your liberties. So now you got the power to do what? Hmm? Address any form of grievances. Not only that, this is the last thing that y'all can do. If you feel it, because every state constitution tells you this, and even within the United States Constitution, it tells you this in so many words. Yo, if your government is oppressing you, the people, and acting in tyranny, you have the power to abolish it and establish you a new government in any form that you may see fit for yourself expeditiously. You got that right. But here's the problem with that right. It requires you to have accountability. It requires you to unify. It requires you to organize. It requires you to care about something greater than yourself. Ooh, you know what? That's just like what God told the rich man: give up everything you got. You want to get over here, get into heaven. Y'all can't do it. See, that's the part right there. You can't do that, can you? You're gonna walk off with a sad head because you know you don't want that accountability. You know you don't really want to organize with somebody. See, y'all don't understand y'all don't understand. Do you not see, y'all talk about wars and this and that, but don't you know that people ally together for the greater good of their cause, for the benefit of their situation, even when they don't like somebody? Even if they really, really hate them. Like hate them to like really hate them. They still will ally together to make sure they accomplish. Then they'll fight after. But y'all don't get that though. You too weak-minded to see that. See? That's all I want to say. Y'all don't y'all don't really want this for real. Y'all don't want what you say you want. Because here's the thing. If you can be separated based upon a family member liking Trump and you get pissed off, I just don't like them no more. And now you just let them stop your family from being able to, eat together, do stuff together, like build business together, whatever. Y'all will literally let that get in the way. And you have. Like, I'm going to show you how they let stuff get in the way. All right, where I live at, they say there's 2 sets of Ingrams, which is the biggest lie, because we're kin to the same people. And they will say, well, yeah, we ain't them Ingrams on this side. Yeah, them Ingrams from across the water. They ain't us, bro. We literally kin to the Hooks, the Hardens, just like you. We're the same. And y'all keep saying that dumbass shit as if we ain't got the same blood, but we do. Some of y'all know. A lot of y'all don't, but we the same. And even when it comes to the Hardens, they try to spell it I-N-E-N, but here's my point. That's my point right there. Y'all keep doing that dumbass stuff just to say, we ain't them, they ain't us. But guess what? We still us. We still in the same shit. We still in the same situation. And more people should bring more wealth to a family. When people marry, they families come together, which should create more businesses. It don't in our families. It don't create shit but a damn child, and that's it. Nothing else. We ain't creating nothing, and then you don't care and you want to talk about it. I ain't doing shit for that. Hope they don't think I'm keeping the baby. Hope they don't think I'm gonna do this or whatever. That's what we say. It's terrible. But it's easy to say, Donald Trump just passed something that just took civil rights away from black people. He did what? He took away civil rights. Show me where, because you can't do that. That's part of the liberties. Hey, man, I'm just saying, yo. I'm just saying, it's easy to make an excuse. It's easy to talk about it. It's easy to point the finger, but it's so hard for you to look in your heart and just do what's right. That's the hard part. You know what I'm saying? So, since that's so hard for you guys to do, I'm gonna say this little let this song vibe for y'all, man. And maybe this will help y'all.
But the young some people world get that by shining at all. These roads of flames are catching a fire. Showed you I love you, you called me a liar. Oh no, 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 no. Baby, tell me where you gone. I've been feeling for your love so long. We can praise God in the moonlight. Baby, if you with me, better do right. And I've been gone too long, and I'm hoping that you sing my songs. I've been on this road for way too long. I've been hoping that we all get along. These roads of flames are catching a fire. Showed you I loved you, you called me a liar. Give God the thanks and praises. I've been on my own, but we ain't never left alone, long. And if I'm telling you the feeling is wrong, relax a little, friend, this won't take too long. And when you're feeling alone, you can call my phone. Is there a better way to go? Teach them something before they lose the song. Oh no, 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 freedom is the road. Oh no, 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 coming in from the cold. Tell them not to sell it, it's worth more than gold. And guiltiness will catch them in the end. Oh yeah, oh yeah. They'll try to manipulate you through your pockets. Now you're caught up in the fog with the optic vision. Try to control you so they take the goal. No, we don't play that game, we're here to empower. Give God the thanks and praises.
Yes, sir. Man, give God all the praises, yo. Real talk, man. Gotta give God the praise, yo. Just for everywhere that we at today, right now, at this moment, this time, again, man, it's like we in the revolution area. I hope y'all know that we are in that. We're in it, the moment of it now. Revolution starts with one being informed. You have to be informed in order to revolt. Okay, so it's happening. You're being informed. You're being informed. You're in the middle of it right now. You're being told everything. This is the age of information. So this is the beginning. All right? You're in the middle of it. You're the one who is setting the fire right now. It's you. You can't be scared. Can't be afraid. And we have to do what is right, what is necessary. If you do nothing, that means you fully participate what's going on. You're okay with it. which makes you an accessory to it. And that's for everyone. So I hope you guys watch this and share this with someone and allow them to really see and not get, tricked by the title because it says Trump is the best president, which for real, he's the only president that since I've been living on this earth that I've ever seen operate the Constitution fully and really run the corporation. Most of you haven't seen it that way because they don't. It's the reason why so much stuff has been allowed and happened. Like they literally tried to catch Eric Snowden, something like that. Yeah. The guy who told everybody that your whole government is spying, et cetera, on you, and we all found it out to be true. The same way we found out that, 9/11 was set. We found out that was true too. Not even going to talk about the what's his name in Afghanistan, whatever his name was. But anyway, even that guy, we ain't gonna even talk about that. It's a lot of stuff that we could talk about that we know has happened, and we know. I mean, 1 minute we got the greatest freaking country in the world. We see ain't can't nobody mess with our military, but then when it comes to us domestically, internally, within America, bro, they don't know shit. They don't know what people went. They don't know why people disappearing. They don't know why this happening. They don't know nothing. But they know everything going on outside. How is it we able to hit a person from way clean across country and drop a bomb on them? But we don't know shit that's going on in here with the same people that sit in these seats. And the only way that's possible is because they were part of it. I keep saying that. They're a part of it. And then, and this just the thing. Like, y'all been tested so many times. You've been tested from your children, for them doing stuff to your children, taking and locking your children up. Like, literally, man, like somebody, listen, man, I just got told today that somebody went to jail because of a misscanned item. And the fact that they had their gun on them, they called it robbery. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say this again. It's just fucked up because they had to go through some shit, but excuse me, but I'm telling you, literally, because of a misscanned item, was taken to jail and considered robbery because they had their gun with them. Man. But we can shoot somebody clean across the country. We can find out what they're doing. We can know the difference between a robbery and whatever, anything outside of this country. And I say country, I mean the land itself. We can do that, right? We can know all that. We can know all the neighbors' secret, but we don't know nothing about our secrets. That's all I'm saying. Y'all be worried about all the wrong shit. So I'm gonna say this and then I'm out of here. What I want to ask y'all is, what I'm gonna tell y'all is this. Y'all better watch the show. They tried to get Trump. They didn't catch him. But boy, do he got receipts on them. I'm talking about major receipts. And they just been waiting. And the difference between them is the whole time Trump, even though Trump wouldn't in the office, the man had the military the whole time. Oh, okay. That man was still sitting in on military meetings and stuff. Think about that. Why would they call Trump when he was not the president? Think about that. But it happened though. He was definitely called to sit in on some meetings. Now, if what for? But that's another thing to come up that y'all gonna have to watch out for as well. I mean, y'all just gotta understand though. Like y'all just gotta wake up. That's all I can say. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Everybody, no more sleeping in bed. No more sleeping. Gotta tell the dope dealer stop using it. Stop selling that dope. Tell her what's nice. Stop selling that dope. That's what he said on there. I'll be laughing every time you get to that part. But yeah, we gotta cut it out though. Yeah, if y'all really care, man, do something that shows you care. Otherwise, all this talking and like we've been hearing the same thing from you guys forever. When you actually gonna do it? Like somebody go like, well, what are you doing? We doing it. Getting our community together, aligning our purposes together to build the type of communities, et cetera, that we want to have for the future of our posterity. We're doing it. That's what we're doing. That's what we're in the midst of. Educating ourselves more as a group. Thinking more as a group, aligning ourselves, that's what we're doing. I'm telling you to get unified. I'm telling you to do it. You better. If not, you're going to be sitting back, waiting on government assistance, and being mad at the individual that gets to sit at the president's seat. Because they're the one writing the policies for all of the public benefits. You don't like it. And that's all because you ain't got yourself set up for your own private benefits. That's the difference. Now, I'm not saying people don't need that. They do. But the thing is, eventually, what that look like with if we had our own service to serve our own people in certain different ways. And when I say people, I mean community. So it's no different than when the Black Panther Party came, which is what the United States learned from in a lot of different ways, took a lot of those programs and placed it into theirs and manipulated to where it benefited certain people. They did that. But here's the thing. Why hasn't anything like that happened since? And here's the thing. You know who is the leaders of the so-called Black community? It's a pastor. It's a pastor. And this is just the truth. For a lot of people, I ain't even just gonna say the Black, but I do know for the Black community, bro, it's the pastor. The pastor is, I mean, he the head of the damn household. In some people's houses, it ain't even the husband. It's the pastor. Like, seriously. And what the pastor said. The pastor said this, et cetera. And that's cool. I ain't got nothing against it. But here's the thing. If they're the leaders, what's going on in our community? Why does our community look the way it freaking do? Why are we not having economical things happening with coming out of the church to help flourish the people? You can't preach about tithing, but you ain't teaching the people how to get the money. You ain't helping establish and creating venues or certain things or markets, etc., so they can establish it. You don't have schools set up so they can actually set up to learn how to code, so they can catch up and get ready for this AI, for all this information, everything that's coming. Why are you guys not prepared for that? Because that's the freaking problem. That's it. That's the problem. People need more than you to stand up and say, hey, let me tell you about God. And they're hungry, bro. They're finna go home and the lights finna get cut off. Their child is facing some time based upon them having a gun or doing, whatever the case may be. And now they're being charged with a felony crime of a gun when they had the right to bear arms. But you don't know that. That's not being taught. So this individual is finna go to jail. And the only thing we can do is what? Let's pray for him. Can we take up the collection plate for our brethren that's in jail? In jail? Oh, hell no. See, this is what y'all don't want to freaking talk about or do something about. See, we can't say because most churches are business for their profit. No, we're talking about the people. Because the people in there is not profiting at all. So what's wrong with the intellectual mind of the people to know if you ain't making and there ain't nothing happening to where you at and what's going on, why you keep sitting there in the same damn situation? That's what we call insanity. And then you start expecting something different. How does that freaking work? If the people from the church, if the church send the people off to be educated, they went to college, why they're not coming back helping establish the schools to teach what they learned there, and vice versa, whatever the case may be. This is all I'm saying. You can't go pointing the fingers at the Cheeto man if you ain't doing nothing about the situations and the things and opportunity and places that you commute and meet at. Yeah, is that something we want to talk about, right? Is that something we want to talk about right there, right? Is that something we really want to have to admit to and clean to and talk about? Is that something, y'all? And that's not it, though. And I'm not saying people don't need that. That's a part of a spiritual practice. You go in, whatever. I respect that. That's respected to the fullest. But you can't be on your people about money and you're not teaching financial literacy. You're not teaching cryptocurrency. You're not teaching the things that is acquired and coming into this new form of age that's coming up. So now it's going to be your fault because the people going to fall behind. They're going to lose stuff. Some people going to turn to crime because it wasn't nothing else there. And they'd rather do that to feed their children than anything. It's hard to get an individual back in church if you can't do that. And then they come to the chain church and then they can't help get their light bill paid or something, bro. That shit dead. People facing real life situations, reality. And yeah, God can fix it. But the only way God gonna fix it is if we take the step forward to do not a little bit more, but a whole lot more. To do a whole lot more. Most people hollering and talking to you up there, life is in shambles just as much too. I mean, shit, I come from a long line of family of preachers. A lot of great men did a lot of great things. Don't make them perfect. A lot of shitty ways. That's all I can say. So that's my point. What are we going to do about it? Or it's easy to say, oh, Trump just passed something to take the civil rights, or Trump just did this, and Trump just did that, and this is happening to us. And no. See, here's the thing. What if you were warned about? So let's take y'all perspective. Let's just do that. Let's take y'all perspective. Let's say Trump is actually the devil. And he was sent here to do all the harm and damages. Well, guess what? You were warned first. God said before a great destruction is a warning. You were warned. What the fuck you do? Oh, now you can't say shit. What did you do? Question. That's what I want to know. Yeah. Before every great destruction is a warning, and you were warned for a long time. Get your shit together. We need to unify. We need to do this. We need to do this. Well, guess what? Let's just say that this is the Antichrist, and this is up on us right now. Like you guys say and believe in. It's on us. Well, guess what? You didn't prepare. You didn't do shit. You didn't do a damn thing. So God said, you supposed to suffer. You supposed to feel the wrath. You have to. You didn't prepare. You didn't do what you were supposed to. So guess what? Nobody cares. I mean, let's just look at it from your perspective. Let's take it for what it is. If this is what we're dealing with today, and this is the Antichrist among us, we failed at preparation and organizing, and now we must suffer for what we did not do. We didn't do what God said do. We didn't lean on the word. We didn't organize, and we didn't build the kingdom to structure and take care of the people. So now it's time to suffer. You can't get mad at that. This is what you believe in, though, right? This is what you profess. This is what we preach about. This is what we've been, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't tell me. I've been knowing this all my life. It's been preached to me 100 million times, over and over and over. You know, I done heard my dad preach, a pastor of the church. I done heard so many sermons. It's from all kind of people. Been in a bunch of church venues. So I know what's being said. I know what's being taught. I was brought up in it. So you can't tell me that I don't know what the freak I'm talking about, because I do. I promise you I do. And now look at you. So if we're going to go by that perspective, it's time. We didn't prepare. So shut up. We believe in God. It's time to suffer. It's time to get that ass spanked. So take your spanking. Is that too real for you? That's too much for you? That's the reality. That's too much. Did you plant your gardens? No. So accept poison food. Simple. Did you separate yourself from them like you were told? So where's the schools and the churches? You didn't separate yourself. Now they get to teach you any damn thing, shit you don't like, that goes against your religion. Why? Because you're in a public school. Come on. You got to suffer then. Did you build your own communities, et cetera, for the church and the people in the church to set them principalities to be the judges, et cetera, over the people? Did you set that up? No, you didn't. So now you got to go. Everybody got to go suffer up under the consequences of the state. Oh, man. I could do this all day. But I think I've had enough. I've talked about this enough. And, you know, for some people, they're going to get it. For some people, they got an excuse. Right after they didn't hear anything I said, they're going to make an excuse. They're not going to go accept anything I said. I'm going to be wrong. The church is not for that. Well, what's the church for? Tell me. Because, what is for? I want to know. What is the church for? Waiting, because that's where we consider our leaders are at. That's where we say our leaders at. I mean, let's just be real. The leaders there, okay. So what is our leaders? I mean, I still ain't learned financial literacy. I don't know how to do this anymore. Damn, we don't know nothing. I can't send my kids to school. Whatever. What do we know? But it's been beautiful. It's been nice talking with you guys tonight. I do want you guys to know we do got a bundle on sale for you guys. So we got the Ultimate Consumer. We got the Ultimate Consumer class. We got building. Yeah, here you go, right here. Show y'all this right quick. All right, so we got it's 3 for $300 right now. 3 different classes. Building the Kingdom, teach you how to do setup 508s, etc. Ultimate Consumer teaches you how to basically be tax exempt as the ultimate consumer. And Sacred Wealth teaches you how to use your trust building a kingdom and a business, and how to actually set those things up to be tax exempt, but also move around the money, etc. Just continue to build wealth. So that's something that you can do. It is at 300 right now. No, the first class is just worth 300 itself, so on, so on. So yeah, it's a great deal, great class, a lot of information, templates, etc. That comes from this as well. So make sure that you guys take advantage of this right now. I just wanted to put that out there to you guys, because people say I don't be letting them know, so I'm letting you know this is on sale. And there you go. There's a lot of other stuff on there, but that's exactly what we have on sale for you guys. And that is it, man. I am out of here.
Your ass to the throne. This beat struck a note. I was feeling out of tune, but these vibrations are hope. Don't need no auto tune. Want you to hear me if I choke. And if a king can't breathe, I'm probably coughing up a quote. Classic, blasted, got this young bitch stoked. She like, slow down. If I had her panties pulled down on some shit, a nigga wrote down like, whoa. Feel like I've been here before, about 3 years ago. Black chick, white chick, feeling like go. Which way did my height go? Feel like it hit the nitro. I was boosted, now I need a booster seat to see the light show. There's levels. Got the spirit of God, but you mingle with devils. That's not your face on the cars, you jokers just gestures. My middle finger up, and that's the meanest suggestions. My other finger up, 2 sides of the gesture. Father, it's time for my confession. Your son's trying to stay humble, but it's hard without his blessing. Sleep keep on coming, but them Z's I can't catch. I hope you hear my pain, the beginning of my last letter. Won't stop before forever.